Have you ever noticed how people start talking to you differently once you hit a certain age? They speak slower, more cautiously, like you're fragile. Like the moment you turn 65, the clock speeds up and everything starts to break down. But here's something most people won't tell you. The real danger isn't getting older. It's believing you're supposed to slow down just because of a number. So let's be honest. Have you ever caught yourself thinking, maybe this is just how it is now? Maybe your joints ache more, your sleep isn't what it used to be, or you get tired doing things that once felt easy. If that sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. But here's the thing, aging doesn't mean giving up. It means adjusting, not accepting defeat. And most seniors, without even realizing it, make subtle choices every day that work against their health instead of for it. In this video, we're going to talk about what many people over 65 get wrong about their health, and how just a few small mindset shifts and habits can keep you strong, clear-headed, and full of life. Let's start with the first big one. Thinking rest is more important than movement. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking you've earned your rest. And yes, you have. You've worked hard, raised families, maybe built a career or business, taken care of others. But your body doesn't care what you did last year. It only responds to what you're doing today. And when you start choosing the recliner over the walk, the elevator over the stairs, or the TV over time outdoors, your muscles begin to shrink, slowly, quietly. Your balance weakens. Your energy fades. Not because of age, but because of inactivity. And here's the truth. The more you move, the more life moves through you. A short walk each day, a few gentle stretches in the morning, or even dancing around your living room to your favorite old song, that movement sends a signal to your body. I'm still here. I'm still strong. Keep me going. Now let's talk about another one. The myth that aches and pains are just part of the deal. Of course, your body changes. That's real. But pain is not something you're required to just live with. A lot of the soreness or stiffness we blame on age is actually the result of weak muscles, poor posture, dehydration, or even a lack of certain nutrients. Think about it. If a car sits unused in a garage for months, the tires go flat and the battery dies. The same thing happens to our joints and muscles when we stop using them. Motion keeps the parts working. Stillness rusts them out. So if your knees creak or your back feels stiff, instead of thinking, well, that's just old age, ask, what does my body need today? Maybe it's more water. Maybe it's more movement. Maybe it's less time sitting in the same chair. You'd be surprised how often a simple habit, like stretching for 5 minutes when you wake up, can change how you feel all day. Now that we've talked about the dangers of too little movement and the myth of normal aches and pains, let's look at another area many people overlook after 65. How food affects not just your body, but your brain. Now, most people think of food in terms of weight or cholesterol. But after 65, what you eat has a direct impact on your energy, your mood, even your memory. And this is where a lot of seniors get it wrong, by sticking to the same eating habits they've had for decades without realizing their body's needs have changed. Let me ask you, have you ever had one of those days where you just feel foggy? You can't quite focus, you lose track of what you were saying, or you walk into a room and forget why. It's easy to chalk it up to aging, but sometimes it's not age at all. It's blood sugar swings, it's dehydration, it's a brain running on the wrong fuel. The truth is, the older brain thrives on healthy fats, clean proteins, and steady energy from real foods, not processed snacks or sugary cereals. And yet, so many people over 65 still rely on toast and coffee in the morning, skip meals throughout the day, or fall into the habit of heating up whatever's easy from the freezer. But your brain is a living engine, and it needs the right kind of fuel. A breakfast with eggs and avocado instead of sugary muffins can completely change your focus for the day. A handful of walnuts, some berries, a bit of olive oil on your salad. These aren't just tasty, they're powerful brain boosters. And don't forget water. You might not feel as thirsty as you used to, but your brain still needs hydration to function properly. Even mild dehydration can make you feel sluggish, confused, or tired. Just sipping water throughout the day even if you're not thirsty, is one of the easiest, most overlooked ways to feel sharper and more energized. Now let's shift gears a bit, because this next point is something I wish more people talked about. After 65, many seniors start feeling invisible, like the world is moving on without them. And when you start feeling like you don't matter as much, it can quietly affect your health more than you realize. Loneliness isn't just a feeling, it's a stressor. It raises your blood pressure, weakens your immune system, and even affects your sleep. And the worst part is, most people don't even notice it happening. They say things like, "I'm just keeping to myself these days," or "I don't want to be a burden," not realizing that isolation can take a real toll on the body. But here's the good news. Connection doesn't have to mean big social events or crowds. Sometimes it's a phone call, a walk with a neighbor, even chatting with someone at the grocery store. Human connection is like sunlight for the soul. It keeps your spirit awake. It gives your body a reason to stay strong. So if you've been pulling back, staying quiet, or waiting for someone else to reach out, don't. You make the first move. Call someone you haven't talked to in a while. Join a walking group, even if it's small. Volunteer for something that lights you up. Your health doesn't just depend on what you eat or how you move. It also depends on how connected you feel to the world around you. And now that we've talked about movement, pain, fuel for the brain, and the quiet dangers of loneliness, let's keep going, because there's one more thing that gets overlooked after 65, and it might just be the most important of all. Yes, purpose. That quiet, powerful force that gives your days meaning. Because here's the honest truth. After 65, it's easy to feel like your big responsibilities are behind you. The kids are grown, the career's retired, the house is quieter. And while that can bring a certain kind of peace, it can also leave a gap. A question nobody likes to say out loud. Now what? What most people get wrong is thinking that purpose has to be grand, or that it belongs to the younger years. But your purpose doesn't retire when you do. In fact, this chapter of your life might be the most powerful yet, if you decide to keep showing up for it. You still have so much to offer. Your wisdom, your experience, your stories. Those aren't leftovers. They're treasures. Whether you pass them on to your grandchildren, share them with a friend who's struggling, or use them to help someone younger navigate life, you are needed. And being needed, even in small ways, is one of the greatest health boosters there is. When you wake up with something to look forward to, a project, a visit, a walk, even a book you're excited to finish, your body responds. Your energy shifts, your posture lifts, and your brain gets the message. We've still got things to do. So if you've been feeling a little lost, like the spark is fading, here's what I want you to know. It's never too late to reignite it. Find something, anything, that makes you feel alive. It could be as simple as starting a small garden, writing your memories down for your family, learning to play that instrument you always said you would, or mentoring someone who needs a steady hand. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be yours. Now let's take a breath and look back for a moment. We've talked about how easy it is to fall into passive routines, to move less, settle for pain, eat without thinking, isolate without meaning to, and lose sight of your purpose. And none of that happens overnight. It's little by little. Quiet choices that become habits, habits that become identity. But here's the good news. Just like those habits were built one day at a time, they can be reshaped the same way. You don't need a complete overhaul. You just need one better choice today. A short walk, a full glass of water, a real meal, a phone call, a reason to get up and smile. Because no matter your age, your health is still in your hands. Your energy, your clarity, your joy. It's all still possible. Not by chasing youth, but by honoring who you are now and deciding to keep moving forward with intention. You're not fragile. You're not finished. You're not fading. You are alive. And this moment, right now, is a powerful one to claim your health, your strength, and your voice. So if this spoke to you, share it with someone you care about. Drop a comment below. Let us know what change you're ready to make. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more simple, real advice to help you live your best life at any age, because you deserve to feel strong, clear, and confident in the years ahead. Here's to living fully, boldly, and with heart after 65 and beyond.